hearts alight with giving glow, side by side through highs and lows. Together find a way to show love that only grows. Lee and Betty's guiding star shines on missions near and far, helping hands like we were one till the day is done. Spread love's light through the night, Mission 22 in sight, hearts burning bright. Wreaths across the winter snow, each a promise we bestow, honoring those who let us know freedom seed we sow. In the shadows be the spark, light a fire in the dark. With one voice we'll make our mark, together we'll embark. Through the valleys we unite, every step a gleaming light. With the Johnsons guiding sight, we make the world right.
I see signs that JJDrones, that's at JJDrones, may have been in Milton, Florida. Gotta give him credit. Stayed away from the trees this time. That is, we call that powerful. I see signs that JJDrones.
Riding high on the open road, JJDrones, they take the load. Winging it with friends in tow, life on the screen, you watch the show. Laughs and chatter in the air, nothing to hide, nowhere rare. Live stream fire, join the flare, adventures wild without a care. Tune in live, don't be late, JJDrones if they communicate. Stories bold, videos great, join the team, feel the faith. Tech and travel, flying high, questions answered, never dry. Drones and gadgets touch the sky, all the news, no alibi. Underneath the digital sun, friends and fun, they are the one. Learning's cool with a twist of fun, hit subscribe, the ride begun. Tune in live, don't be late, JJDrones if they communicate. Stories bold, videos great, join the team, feel the faith. She said media brings the answers, drone and veteran shows disasters. TJ and Gary make us laugh, while the train wreck clears the path. Tune in live, don't be late, JJDrones if they communicate. Stories bold, videos great, join the team, feel the faith. Join the team, feel the faith.
I appreciate all of you for coming along for this ride with me, and we'll see you later on down the road.
I'm Karl Marx, and I approve this message.
It's JJDrones Live. Welcome to the train wreck. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. We have got the droning veteran sitting in the chat. We've got Gary from Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. And even Brock came in from Turkey to say hi. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. But we've got our special guest waiting backstage. But first, to have one of your videos featured on my website, email me, Jason at JJDrones360.com. And for everything JJDrones related, go to JJDrones.GoDaddySites.com. And for my Amazon links, go to JJDrones.GoDaddySites.com/Amazon1. And if you'd like to donate to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, go to JJDrones.GoDaddySites.com/donate. And our Spreadshirt shop is open. It's JJDrones.MySpreadshop.com if you want to help support the channel. And if you'd like to submit a video for Blinker Flu of the Week, email Dan, droningveteran@gmail.com. That's droningveteran@gmail.com. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. I greatly appreciate it. It's going to be an interesting show because we're going to be talking YouTube this hour. And I'm going to be talking YouTube for a couple of reasons. Number one, there's a lot of misconceptions out there about certain things and how people want to grow their channels. And I've kind of come to a stumbling block. And so I just kind of want to bounce some ideas off of a really good friend of mine and Brian. So so let's bring up our co-host for the evening. You know him, you love him, the cheesiest of cheeseheads. We like to call him Brian.
I have no idea why you're looking at me for help.
I don't have any idea. No.
Okay.
And his first time on the show from the great state of Arizona via, well, our neighbors from the North Canada. Welcome to the show, Scott from On Location with Scott.
Howdy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is good to see you, Scott. Usually I see you Mondays on your channel. Why don't you tell everybody kind of what you do on Mondays?
I have a live stream every second Monday or thereabouts, depending on my schedule. But I let everybody know 2 times a month we talk about photographs. Your photographs. I used to be a professional photographer at one time. I guess I still am, but I don't get paid for it now. I don't want to. I don't want the hassle or the stress, especially doing weddings and stuff. So what I do is if you send in a photograph to my channel at On Location with Scott at Gmail, we'll put up a couple of pictures of yours and we'll talk about them and how to make them better or worse.
Well, that sounds, I mean, you do a great job, Scott. And number one, you give some really good constructive criticism to people so that they just do better with their shots and everything. And I appreciate what you do with your channel and your live stream. But before we go much further, let's thank our unofficial sponsor of the program, Johnson Juice.
Folks up north, they know the score. Johnson's Juice, you'll crave some more. From sugar and shacks to your front door, a Michigan treasure, rich and pure. Johnson's Juice, poured thick and sweet from the Upper Peninsula, can't be beat. Pancakes, waffles, biscuits too. Nothing tastes better, all thanks to you. Nothing tastes better, all thanks to you.
Thank you, Johnson Juice, for being the unofficial sponsor of the JJDrones program. You know a little bit of something about maple syrup being from the great Canada wilderness.
Yes, I do. And apparently we're getting taxed on it.
Oh, jeez. Well,
I won't go political.
And then we have our blinker fluid of the week. This week's blinker fluid flavor is G Money Honey. It's the G Money Honey flavored blinker fluid of the week. So let's get into it.
Backing up takes them 5 tries. Wrong way down a one-way street. Did you get your license from Uptweet? Who's a blaring all the week? Still they drive on like a clown. Stop sign means just slow down. Congrats, you've earned our weekly crown. Ooh, too.
Welcome to the Low Search series on YouTube. Just don't ask anyone. That way you won't be disappointed. Always keep your head on a swivel. We have red light runners. We have those crazy drivers. Every now and then we even have crashes. So buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Blinker fluid of the week.
And this is number 1. You can vote for your favorite by putting the number in the chat with the hashtag. And that happens all the time. Car just feels like they need to just cut right in front of you like that. But he kind of get caught. Oh, there he goes. What is he doing? And number 2. Oh, that's always nice. And number 3. Just cutting off that truck so he can make that right turn. And number 4. Yeah, number 1 had to take a number 2.
Oh, you're kidding.
Unreal. Number 5. I take it that wasn't a 2 left turn lane there. Number 6. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to do that. Oh, that could have been a nasty wreck.
Current loop video is now locked.
Locked video.
So you can definitely vote 1 through 6, and Dan's going to be monitoring the chat while he is in the chat. And Brian's going to vote number 6. Scott, do you have any thoughts on that?
I want number 4.
Scott has number 4. Brian has number 6. And the host of the program is not allowed to is not allowed to sway the audience. And there's TJ.
What's up?
Hey, TJ.
What's happening?
Not much, TJ. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing all right. Doing all right. It's good to see you.
Nice.
We're going to be talking YouTube today with Scott because he brings it up in his channel pretty regularly. And Scott, you've had some mild success. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your journey on YouTube?
Well, it started off when I retired about 10 years ago. And what I did was when I started, I just threw up a video. And the first video I put up was me wearing a chicken hat and telling a stupid joke. And it was like a 30-second video. And that was the first one. I think I've since deleted that.
Can we see that? Can we see that video?
I think I've deleted all my chicken hat videos because I'm trying to redefine.
Oh, he's killing us, Smalls. He's killing us already.
Do you know what? If I find one next week, I'll bring it up.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what I did. That was it. And then I was hooked. And then I started doing stupid things to try and grow your channel, like going into these chat rooms where it's sub for sub. And you're getting very bad subscribers. They don't do anything for your channel because you're all over the place. And I would go exploring abandoned buildings. I would go walking in nature, video it all, and put it all up on the channel. And it's all scattered all over the place. So with that, I've got like 2,000 subscribers on location. But last year in April, without telling anybody else, I opened up another channel, and it's not even a year old. And I had one video go 800,000 views.
Wow.
That just blew up.
Damn, that's a lot.
And it's specific niche, though. It's about retirement, because I had lived 10 years of it. Now I think it's time to pass on some knowledge.
Thank you.
And it's called my retired life.
Okay.
And it's basically passing on knowledge and experiences and my thoughts about retirement. That's all it is. I generally just sit down at a picnic table somewhere, or if the weather's crappy, I'll sit in the van and just talk about retirement. 10 things you shouldn't do. My last one I just released today, actually. And I think it was, let's see what it's called here. Retirement advice, 10 things to avoid because you're retired. And then I go on and list them and give little talks about them. But it's just so niche specific. I haven't told anybody. It's all natural growth. And the one that hit 800,000 was an anomaly. But I'm getting 4,000 or 5,000 hits and 300-400 hits. It depends on the video.
Right. But I mean, even, a couple thousand hits, even a couple hundred hits, some people have a hard time getting, even 100 hits on a video. So, the fact that you're doing so well on another channel just really shows that there is a thirst for knowledge on that subject.
Well, yeah, and the CPM's pretty good too.
Right.
So I've got, what's that?
Are there rules and regulations you have to follow in regards to retirement life? I mean, I thought you could do whatever you wanted to when you retire.
Well, you can, but these are just one piece of advice is don't live beyond your means.
Oh yeah.
Right, that type of advice.
Okay, yeah.
So, and that was in my last video. That's why I knew it right away. But don't live beyond your means, because it means you're going into debt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not going
to. I've heard that many a times.
Yeah. So, and a little bit of prepping on how to prepare for retirement. I was very lucky when I had a good job. After I got divorced when I was 30, that was it. I was on my own. I kept my pension. She kept the house. But I knew my pension would grow and the house would too. But for financial independence after divorce, keep your pension if you can, because you can always buy another house.
Right.
Right.
What is it that you used to do?
Well, I used to be in natural gas. I was a pipe fitter, but I ended up into emergency response with natural gas. And whenever the fire department went out, I went out with them, because they didn't know how to fight a fire with natural gas involved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so that accident that was down in Houston about 6 months ago must have been really interesting for you to watch.
Oh, fantastic, Brian. It was great. Like, it just rekindled reasons why I'm not working.
Yeah.
I've been in enough stressful situations back then.
Brian, what brought you to YouTube, and what made you decide that you wanted to start a channel?
Oh, I think it was just I had a couple coworkers that did it. We're IT guys. We sit around and talk and like playing around with technology. And one guy said, it takes a lot of photos and videos. Why don't you share them? I do more photography than I did videos. I still do. And I threw them up there, and lo and behold, a couple of them really took off. And I still don't understand the algorithm. I don't think I ever will, because some things just seem to go, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everything just comes to a grinding halt. But it, I just like sharing my passion with people. It's whether it's photography or videography. I just enjoy sharing. I know Scott's another photographer. Maybe towards the end here, I can pull up a couple of photos or talk to him afterward about maybe his Monday show.
Oh, there you go. TJ, what brought you to YouTube?
I think it was drones, pretty much. And I think my very first video was my introduction to YouTube and how I've like never done something like this before or whatever. And then, you know, as I started meeting people in the community and whatever, I was like, oh, man, these guys look like a really fun like group of guys. You know, the vibe's feeling pretty good. So I just was asking a buddy of mine how I started a YouTube channel. So he went to explain, and so I went on there and created an account and, you know, threw up a couple of videos here and there. And like right now I am at let's see, almost to 500 subscribers. I got 461 subscribers and 161 videos. So like,
okay.
I'll, you know, when I'm out flying or whatever, like I'll record the video, go out and post it. Well, first I'll edit it and then put music and whatever else I want to throw in the video, and then I'll post it. And then, you know, I've got, you know, a couple of unboxing videos. We were on a cruise recently and they had a merry-go-round on the cruise. And one of my videos is carousel riding is fun with fam. So I'm just sitting here just spinning around on the damn carousel and just like recording myself making all these crazy faces. And then I did a review that got 101 views. It was the dude the dude wipes that you get at like the store if you're like going out camping, you don't have anything to wipe your bum with. So like I did a review on dude wipes, and then I got a couple of unboxing videos, and then I got one of me wearing this crazy red wig and just dancing to some music. Then I'm just like laughing and giggling and doing all this crazy stuff and just trying to do the best that I can with YouTube to, you know, try to, and, you know, like Scott, you're and Brian, both of you guys are right with the algorithm. Like sometimes YouTube makes it hard with like your with I guess like your content sometimes with the algorithm, because you never know like if YouTube, I guess they could take down a video or whatever that they don't like or whatever, and you're like, what? I just posted that like yesterday. Like, where the heck did the video go? And I don't know. I guess YouTube can be weird sometimes.
No, I interested for a year ago. I was going from about 11 to 12 hours a day down to like 20. I mean, it just overnight, my 3 videos that were getting hit the hardest just literally dried up. So I don't know how that happened, what that happened, and with that, just everything else just seemed to follow. I mean, I'd post a new video, averaging 100, 150 people seeing it. Suddenly, I was lucky to get 20. So
now Scott
I do it because I enjoy it. Who cares?
Yeah, well, and Scott, one thing that you've kind of brought up is, you know, the whole shorts versus long form. And,
Yes.
and you actually did an experiment with the 3-minute short video.
And it did crap.
Yeah. And the one thing that I found, just as somebody that is a viewer of YouTube, is that the shorts or even creating shorts, if you go anything longer than the 15 seconds, people swipe off of it right away.
Yeah,
because,
I agree.
Because they want that 15-second short video and then move on with their lives. So the 1-minute short, the 3-minute short, I don't think those are going to do as well as the 15-second shorts. What do you think of YouTube's policy as far as monetization goes with 1 million views versus the 4,000 watch hours for monetization?
Well, the 1 million views, if you're lucky, you get a super short.
Right.
Right. But I think the 4,000 hours is easier to get.
Well,
I
yeah,
really do.
Not only that, but when you hit that 1 million views on a short, that's within a 90-day period. The 4,000 hours is over the course of a year. So if you're going to have a successful short, you're going to have 90 days to try and find another successful short
Exactly.
to maintain your monetization. Whereas with your 4,000 watch hours, as long as you're building your library of videos and people are still coming to watch them, you still have an entire year to get that 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, I agree. The one thing about it, though, is because I have 2 channels and I was monetized on Location with Scott, my retirement channel is propping it up for hours.
Okay.
Because you only have 1 AdSense account.
Okay.
You can't have 2 AdSense accounts. And
so if you have 2 channels, they all feed your monetization.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm finding, because I don't have it on my other channel.
Okay.
Just on the retirement one.
So I know. Is it better? Like, what is it good to have multiple channels or just one channel? Because I know there's some people out there that have like multiple channels. I'm like, man, how do you keep track with like all your channels? Like,
well, that's the thing. For me, I couldn't go more than 2. But because my first one, I'm trying to hone it into travel, events, and exploring. That's what I'm trying to get that other channel into. And then I throw in the photography thing that just throws the algorithm way out nuts.
yeah,
It's just not there, right?
I used to shoot pool a lot, but I haven't shot in like a long time, and I probably might be a little bit rusty, but somebody told me I should start like a shooting pool channel and show people like how to do tricks or whatever. But shoot, I can't do a trick from Adam or whatever. So like I'm not all that good. I can't get my masse. I don't know how to do the masse whatever on the cue ball or whatever. Like I just do what I can just to make the ball in the hole. So
Well, do you know what? You're just in the experiment stage, right? You're
Yeah.
just starting out, really. So try it out.
You know, I mean, like I said, you know, I'm almost up to 500 subscribers already, which is good, I guess. So, you know, and I got a lot of videos out there. So, you know, like I try to do my best with each one, but
And uploading helps too.
yeah.
See, this retirement one, I just don't. Once a week on Sundays, I upload. That's it. And I was retired, and I was monetized within 3 months.
Yeah. Well, I mean that one video definitely helped out. But,
Oh, yeah.
But you know, the one thing that everybody as a creator wants to get is that one video that's going to hit that 800,000.
Right.
Or even like Gary, he had a video called "Be Aware of Your Surroundings" that he's 112 views shy of 50,000, but that's what put him over the mark to get monetized on his channel. And then after you get that, then you need to continue making that content. And I've actually had a couple of friends that had channels that they were monetized, and they took a little bit of a break and are no longer monetized.
Exactly.
And they're upset about it, and I completely understand it, because I mean, getting monetized for me was never a goal. When I started YouTube, my biggest thing was I didn't even want to start a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel came from Haley, basically pushing me to do something out of my comfort zone, which this is completely out of my comfort zone. Trust me on this. I'm still continuing to do live streams every Sunday, because this part of YouTube is something that I've said multiple times. I've always wanted to have my own radio show. My uncle was a radio owner or radio station owner for years. And when I was a little kid, I used to play records and, do an audio tape of the records, and I was the DJ. And so I would send that to him in the mail when I was a kid. So, being on the radio, having my own radio show, and then as I grew older, I got more into the talk radio space. So I always wanted to have some sort of, type of that. in my life, and YouTube is a way that I can do that. So monetized or not, that's something that I wanted to do after I learned that I could do something like this. Now, on the video side of it, where I was actually making drone videos and trucking videos and stuff like that, it is harder for me to do because that wasn't something that I was doing for myself. That was something that I was doing because I was being pushed to do something out of my comfort zone. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen down that path. I know that I'm going to keep the live streams coming on the Sundays, especially the Sundays where I'm in really good internet service. But, you know, doing anything else right now is really, really difficult for me. And I will just tell everybody in the audience that if I am a regular video of your YouTube channel and I haven't been on there for a while to watch one of your videos, let me apologize to you right now. Because right now, on my downtime, I'm doing a lot of introspection. I'm doing a lot of videos and on working on myself and just trying to make it day to day. I'm having a really hard time, and I'm probably going to have a hard time for a while. So I do have somebody that's another YouTuber that lives in Michigan that wants to get together and learn about drones. So probably going to be doing that in April or May. But as far as other videos is concerned, I'm having a really hard time even just getting the camera out and just doing it because there's just so many ties to Haley. And I need to make it my own. And I don't know how to do that yet. I really don't.
It'll come.
I always try to think of like some kind of funny video or something interesting for the viewers to watch. I mean, like like that one video that I was describing where I had the red wig. You know, I thought that was kind of funny, so I threw some music and they were just dancing around in the kitchen. And I think that video got. Let me see if I could find it.
And I get that, TJ. I get that, but I'm not
it's
like
just hard to I want to make a video, but I don't know what I would do like in the video or what I would say or whatever. Or like, I mean, it's just
what I
want to
do is when people come to my channel, I want them to walk away like they've learned something, like they've seen something they've never seen before. Like my trucking vlogs, I try and do a trucking vlog to where I'm giving some sort of information that people might not have thought of before. One thing that will definitely be a point of my channel is I'm always going to be a channel of service to others. We're going to have the Lee and Betty Johnson charity that's going to be serving our veterans. And we're also going to do acts of service. I have a goal of getting down to Florida. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this year, but I want to get to Florida at least by next year to see Gary and go around with Gary and try and do some service projects. And absolutely you know, if you want to come over towards Milton, be my guest, man. But I want to do a bunch of service projects. So if you guys have any ideas as far as service projects go, let me know. Also, I want to do education on drones like we have been doing, and I want to do education on trucking like we have been doing. So I want to be a service and education channel to where I'm giving some good information that people are looking for, and I want to do acts of service to help not only the veterans but our communities. So that's the direction that I want this channel to go.
Why wouldn't you create two channels?
I was actually trying to get Jason to come down to Florida this year, but unfortunately he won't be able to because there's down in Jensen Beach, Florida. There's big, huge drone meetup down in Jensen Beach that takes place at the Causeway like every single year it happens. And all the pilots from like all over the country, like all over the world come down. Some of them make it, some of them aren't able to because of life and like other situations that may come along or whatever, or maybe like financial stuff or whatever. But the majority of the people that are show up, or it's a pretty good amount, and there's like a bunch of prizes are given away, and there's food and flying and socializing and just hanging out, and it's a ton of fun, basically.
Scott, to answer your question, because I can barely handle one channel. to answer your question, my days, I have such a hard time just fitting the time in for this. So I don't know how I would do 2 channels. But if you have tips, let me know.
Well, I'm thinking like have one specifically for drones. Because once you start mixing other stuff into it, like the trucking teaching, or the service to other people or teaching,
yep,
it just mixes up the algorithm.
Right.
Like I looked at, I joined TJ and Cheeseheads today, just now.
Oh, nice.
And
appreciate it.
Yeah, and Cheesehead, his is very specific, his channel.
Yes.
And that's why he's got lots of views on his things, and that's great. But when you start mixing in different ideas, like I did on location with Scott, like if I just stayed on drones, because I fly drones, I put tech reviews, I put everything on there. And when I started, it's just for fun. That's all it is. Monetization, great. If not, whatever, right?
Right.
I was doing it for fun. I enjoyed making videos because it was new to me. And I still suck at editing, so I've got to really pick that up. But
That's what I enjoy doing about it.
Do you know what, Brian? I get really impatient.
Okay.
Like, and well, for me, because I got 2 dogs here, they're always wanting attention, and they're on my laps. I usually, when I do my best editing, I go to Starbucks. I put my headphones on, and I can do 2 hours of editing. It's something that would take me 10 hours at home.
Right.
Because I got all these interruptions, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No, for me, that's my escape. Sorry about that, TJ.
What editing platform do you use?
Right now, I use Filmora and DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, okay.
Filmora is pretty straightforward. DaVinci Resolve's a little more learning curve is much greater. So once you get it, it works good. But to quickly edit, I use Filmora. And
are those two that you have to pay for? Is Filmora and DaVinci? Do you have to pay for
Filmora?
those?
Filmora you have to. DaVinci you don't. DaVinci Resolve is free.
I use CapCut.
And CapCut's good.
Yeah, I like CapCut. It's not too bad.
And that's free for most everything you need.
Yeah. Brian, what do you use for editing?
Now I'm a Final Cut Pro guy. Almost exclusively.
See, Brian, that's where I'm going in the spring when I get home. I'm buying a new Mac Mini, and I'm putting a Final Cut on there. Because when I first started YouTube about 6 years ago, I used Final Cut on my old Mac, but it just doesn't have the processing for 4K.
Yeah, I mean, I started out. Most of my early videos were all done in iTunes or iMovie.
Yes,
and it works out great for a 2-camera, has some simple transitions, and then I started watching other videos, and like, I really like to change my headlines or my lower third a little bit, and
that's what I like about, especially with the new one out. I was actually watching some videos where you could put the text in behind you and layer it.
Yeah.
I really like that.
The plugins. I'm going to guess that in your photography career, you used a lot of were you a Lightroom and Photoshop guy? Yeah,
I use Lightroom.
Same here. Yeah, I live in Lightroom, and I once you start understanding the power of using different plugins and stuff, you can't go back. And it was just a matter of moving that mindset over now from stills videography, and now I'm starting to experiment using LUTs and stuff. So for colorization, and that's opening up a whole new world and a can of worms. And oh wow,
Oh, it
it's
really
3
is.
a.m. I need to go to bed.
That's when I start getting into it, is early, like late at night, because everybody's in bed, the dogs are sleeping,
Yep.
and then you
Yep.
go, oh geez, I gotta go to bed. You know, it's
Look
late.
what time it is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
TJ,
it's
it's amazing
started
once you
kind of-
get into it.
Yeah.
Start at 10 o'clock. It's 3 a.m. and I should go to sleep.
I don't know how many times that I have had, I'm sitting on the road and I'm just waiting, or I'm on my 10-hour break, and I'll just be editing the video that I used to do every Wednesday. And I would just be sitting there editing and editing and editing. By the time that I'm done, I'm like, oh, I've got 5 hours before I have to be up to go make this delivery. So, yeah, I totally get that. In fact, I've got pretty much every video that I've done all on external hard drives, all the way up to an external hard drive that completely busted on me. So I lost some of that footage, but everything else, I still have all the footage. So I've got like 3 or 4 different external hard drives sitting either here in the truck or at home. So there's a learning curve, especially with drones, because I started out with my Holy Stone. Yeah, so you see, there you go.
And that's just right here.
Are all those hard drives?
Yeah.
Yep, those are all external hard drives.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I
heard somebody said that shorts get more views than actual videos.
In most cases, they do.
And I would disagree with you on that, because a lot of people, a short only takes 1 second to be counted as a view, really, if you look at it, because YouTube will actually give you the short as a count, even if they look at it for a second and then swipe away. But then they'll say, whoever swiped away before it was finished, and then how many people stayed. You can find that in all of your information that YouTube gives you. But you see, shorts are very misleading as far as how many people actually watch it, because as long as they get a second of view time on it, that's still going to count as a view.
Well, if you go to your analytics on those shorts, it'll tell you what the percentage is.
Right.
Of view time.
Yep.
So
if you've got a 10-second short, and after 7 seconds they wipe off, 70%, right?
Right.
But
so how much does YouTube pay? Because I know there's some pretty successful people out there that really make a decent living off of YouTube.
When you start getting to be about 25 grand for subscribers, you make roughly, I would guess, between $800 and $1,200.
Oh wow!
A month.
Hey Tony.
But you really have to. You have to have that base.
Yeah.
And that's what it is too. You can have all the subscribers in the world. You could have 500,000 subscribers out there, but if you got 10 people that come and watch your stuff, it doesn't make a hill of difference. So you have to grow that base, and that's one thing that I've always done with this channel from the beginning, and it wasn't even about monetization. It was growing the base of people that want to come in and watch my crap. I put this crap out there for the people to watch, and then if they like to watch it, great. If they don't want to watch it, that's fine too. But the people that come, or the people that are subscribed, are the people that I want there to be there. If you don't like what I'm putting out there, don't subscribe to my channel. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah. But
wow,
that's where I made my mistake. That's where I made my mistake. I chased subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to where it was like a sub for, come check my channel, I'll subscribe, and you both do.
Right.
And then they never come back and watch it. It's useless.
Right. Gary says only 9% of monetized YouTube channels make 5,000 or more per month.
Which is a pretty good income.
Yeah, and you have to think about it too. and Scott and Brian or TJ, you can, tell me I'm wrong by what I'm saying here, but a lot of the people that do make the most money on YouTube are the people that got in, especially, let's say, on drones, people that got in on the ground floor with drones, the people that got on the ground floor with gaming, the people that got on the ground floor on car repairs and stuff like that. You've got to come in. If there's a niche out there, let's say like Scott's, let's say that he came in on the ground floor on, retirement. Not saying that you did. I don't have enough research to prove it.
No,
but I'm just saying
it was an underrepresented niche.
Okay, so you want to do your research and you want to see how saturated each part are, especially if you're going to YouTube to try and make a whole bunch of money. So if you want to make a lot of money on YouTube, I think the best thing for somebody to do is do their research, see what's unrepresented on YouTube, and then you can, have some success there.
But you also have to enjoy it.
Yes,
JJ.
you do have to enjoy. You do have to enjoy it. You can't be fake.
No,
you have to be who you are.
Yeah, look, authenticity is everything. Whatever niche you're in. Like if you're like Brian, he's a cheesehead through and through.
He is.
Right? And it shows in his videos. So everybody that's a cheesehead, I'm in, right?
Right.
So
and everybody that's not a cheesehead is in because they hate cheeseheads.
Well, only the famous.
How do you know when your channel gets monetized? Will there be like a M somewhere on the top of the screen somewhere?
No, they'll email you.
They'll email you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And then you have to link up a bank account. So when you do link up a bank account, you actually they send you pennies, like 63 cents is what I was sent, just to make sure the transfer was over.
Correct.
That they're transferring it to the right account. And then you reply, yes, I got the 63 cents, because they ask you how much was actually deposited. So now they know that. Now you're monetized after they notify you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to just bring this up too, because this is a new thing that YouTube put out, and it is called Hyperwallet. So Hyperwallet is a new thing from PayPal, and it is a new way for YouTubers that are monetized in order for them to get their pay versus having it directly gone to their bank account. So what'll happen is it'll actually go to your Hyperwallet, and then you can just let it sit there and accrue if you want, or you can cash it out to your PayPal account, or you can cash it out to your bank account, whatever you want to do. But this is a new thing that Google or YouTube just put out 6 days ago. So I signed up for that myself. So that's one thing that I don't know everybody was aware of or not, but that's something that okay.
I wasn't.
I got that in my email, like I said, 6 days ago. Here's something
probably
that
deleted it. I probably deleted it.
we're gonna get controversial, and I'm gonna ask a controversial question to all three guys. And here's the question: do you think it's easier for women than men to become monetized on YouTube? We'll start with Brian and work our way around.
I think it all depends upon the subject matter. Sex shouldn't have anything to do with it. And as far as channels that I follow, I tend to follow more male channels, but that's because of the subject matter that I am interested in. It's kind of dominated by that. But I can't think of her first name, but 906 Quilting Services. Your friend who's and she's got a great following,
Absolutely.
on quilting, and so it really it's going to be subject matter dependent. And there's a cliche. It's not made to sound sexist. And some people may count me. There are traditional male. Are you okay there, Scott?
Yeah, I just got the dogs bugging me, like I said before.
No
I'll
problem.
get them out of the room.
But there are hobbies that are traditionally male orientated, and there are hobbies that are traditionally female orientated. I mean, there's not a lot of women who are into trains. There are some, our friend Jenny from
Jenny?
Sky.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean she is, but it's not a hobby that's there. And vice versa. There's men who quilt and they quilt very well, but generally that's a female orientated hobby. And that's what I watch, is hobby related stuff. World War II, again, it's generally a lot of middle-aged guys our age, that are into World War II. You don't have a lot of women that are into that. But
Right.
So I think I don't think it matters. It's if you put out good content and you're knowledgeable in what you're doing, then you're going to succeed. That's all there's to it. And I'm being bugged right now. Come here, sweetie.
So, Scott, what's your opinion on that?
I agree with Brian a lot, but if a woman wants to advance the viewership, right?
You're not wrong.
I mean, I've seen a channel where there's a girl on a farm, because I was looking up some farm stuff, and shorty shorts and a tight top, and those are 18 to 25-year-old males are flocking right in, right? But it's subject matter. It really is.
Now, Scott,
you're talking about Ag with Emma, aren't you?
No.
No, I'm serious. That's you're talking about the farming channel. I think that's Ag with Emma.
Well,
is it? I don't know. I was on it. Okay. I don't know. I don't watch it.
We're gonna get
this. One video I saw. My cousin. Okay. I spent summers on the farm. I know all about farming.
But we're gonna get to TJ. We're gonna get to TJ in a second. But one thing that I do need to kind of make these people aware that are putting out these scantily clad videos of themselves on YouTube is the whole stalker situation, because I know a number of people that have had stalkers that they have had to either shut down their channel, take a break from YouTube, what have you. So you really want to be careful, especially if you're working on your own farm where it's very clear where you're located at. So you definitely want to be aware that the internet is dangerous. Okay, we can all agree that the internet is a dangerous place.
Yes.
But if you are somebody that is an attractive female or even attractive male, somebody like me or Brian or TJ, we don't have to worry about this. Scott, you do. But you have to worry about all the ladies that are coming off and trying to follow you everywhere. But see, we just gained like 5,000 subscribers.
We're all like internet famous here.
That's right. TJ, what is your thoughts on the female male?
I agree with Brian and Scott. It's like it's kind of like on a Richter scale. Like it's like on a wavelength, I guess. Like you have some females, you have some males. Like like anything you want to learn how to do, just look it up on YouTube. It'll teach you. Like if you want to learn how to build a marshmallow gun, if you want to learn how to build a potato gun or whatever, like you find it on YouTube, and the first video that comes up, either it's a male or a female. A female will show you how to make a potato gun. A male will show you how to do a potato or marshmallow gun, whatever. If you want to do something to your house, you look it up on YouTube. Like it'll be in the first video that pops up, it'll be a male or female. Just click on the video and they'll show you how to do it. So I guess it's kind of like this, and sometimes it's like an equal thing. Like there's, you know, a whole lot of them out there. So
Well, I will let you know that when I was training truck drivers, when I was a CDL instructor, and they had to go through and pass their CDL test, there was one video of a woman showing how to do a pre-trip inspection, and they passed every time after watching that video. It had nothing to do with the fact she was showing it in a bikini, I'm sure, but. But somehow they passed their pre-trip inspection every time on the first try. I can't figure out why. So any last good advice for people that are looking to increase their channel views, Scott, or any wisdom that you can give to the people out there?
Yeah, be yourself and have fun. Like that's everything. You're selling yourself, right? Everybody is.
Right.
Whether you're wearing your hat on sideways like TJ, or you're cheesecake cheesehead is yelling at the Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans. It's you have to be yourself, right?
Right.
But for me, it was never about money. I always wanted to get monetized because it was a goal. But for me, because I'm retired and I have a pension, if I made too much money, that puts me into another tax bracket, man.
Right.
So I got to kind of balance that out too. Although I'm nowhere near there. But I'm just saying that it could be there.
Cheesecake. That's awesome.
Cheesecake, I know. Cheesehead.
Hey, David. David, thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully you will come in and watch the replay. We do have a vote or a tie vote for our Blinker Fluid of the Week winner. Dan, has that changed? Let me know, because if that has not changed, then I'm going to have to basically flip a coin and see who is the winner for this week. So we've got tie vote between number 4 and number 6.
What was number 4?
Let's see. My dad says, Scott, I have the guy for you and your taxes. my dad's been a CPA for forever. So
yeah, well, because we sold a house down here. I lost you.
What were the 2 flavors of the blinker fluid? What was number 4?
We still see you, Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, we still. Yeah, we can still hear you and see you. No, we can still hear you and see.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so because Scott is our guest host, number 4 is going to be heads and number 6 is going to be tails. So call it in the air. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Tails.
Oh, he lost the coin.
It is tails.
There we go.
So that would be this week's Blinker Fluid of the Week winner is number 6. And this week's Blinker Fluid of the Week flavor again was G Money Honey. So G Money, thank you very much for sponsoring this week's Blinker Fluid of the Week. I do appreciate that. So what I do at the end of the program, Scott, everybody gets a chance to say their final their final thoughts of the day. So we're going to start with TJ, work our way around.
All right. Yeah, hopefully I don't know, I can somehow think of some more crazy ideas for my channel or whatever. Maybe I might create another one. I don't know. I think it would be too much for me to have more than one channel. But yeah, I hope to do some more video and try to think of some new crazy ideas and fun ideas for the viewers. And Just do the best that I can with my creativity is all.
Scott.
For YouTube, upload when you can, but don't give up your personal life for it. That's huge, because this is a hobby for most of us, and if you start getting all pressured into it, you're just going to stop doing it. You're just going to stop doing it. And TJ, when you get ready, you will find another channel, because you're just finding your niche right now.
Yeah.
Right? At least that's the way I see it. But once you find where you want to be, that's when you go open up another channel and just do that. But keep the channel you've got and play with whatever you want, like crazy stuff. Go ahead, do that.
Yeah.
But and most important thing is to have fun.
Yep.
Brian?
I think Scott just nailed it right there. Have fun.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy. The rest of it, if you do what makes you happy, the rest will just come along. You know.
That's very, very true. And I think that's why I want to kind of incorporate my channel with works of service and education, because that's what I enjoy doing. I like educating people on the new drones, on even the older drones, and I enjoy educating people on the trucking industry, and I enjoy doing the live streams, and I enjoy acts of service like our Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. So that's why I want to go in that direction with my channel. But I just want to say a huge thanks to the sexy man in the lower right-hand corner on location with Scott. You can check him out at his channel, On Location with Scott, on YouTube every other Monday when he does his photography. You can also email him onlocationwithscott@gmail.com with your pictures, and be ready to have him show them to the world and let you know how well you did on them. And he's always been a class act, and you are always more than welcome on the show anytime, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I appreciate everybody for coming in tonight. This is our talk on YouTube, and I'm sure that we'll have more talks on YouTube in the future. But it was a lot of fun with having Scott here, and Brian and TJ. I appreciate all of you for coming along for this ride with us, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, everybody.